Come on, Robbie. Get that all tape worked out, Robbie.
We welcome you to
the strike zone,
Fort Reno, Washington, D.C., where the Jackson Reed Tigers take on the St. Albans Bulldogs in this semi-final matchup of the 2022 DCSAA Championship Tournament.
May 19th, 2022, we've got Mitch Wander and
Chuck Alexander here to give you today's ball game and the call on the game. In this semi-final game that matches up two strong teams from the District of Columbia. Their last matchup was back in March 31st. Bulldogs took that win 11-1, so Wilson will look for some revenge today and try to move on to the finals of this DCSAA Championship. Wilson comes into today's contest 23-9. St. Albans at 17-4.
85 degrees, probably the hottest day of the year so far.
Absolutely.
And, you know, the gods of baseball came through for us and knew that today was a big game. Love it, love it. Up to the 90s in the weekend.
It's a beautiful day. As Mitch said, a few clouds in the sky, as you all can see, as you look out towards left and center here at beautiful Fort Reno. On the mound is Kai Lexus, the ace for this Tigers team.
The Tigers had 26 innings pitched, 8 appearances, 6 of those for starts. .329 ERA, identical walks and hits per innings pitched. Batting average against a measly .214.
Wow. Shows you how effective Lexus has been this year. It's coming back. Slow start, but on the injured list, but has bounced back and put together an impressive 2022 campaign. Sorry. All right. And so we're going to get started here at Fort Reno. We'll give you your defensive lineup in just a minute, but we're going to step aside for 10 seconds here and let this get started, let you listen in. That's in there. It's a chopper, foul back, strike one.
Number 12 for St. Albans.
Oh, on the count here. That'll stay up. Even a count at 1-1. That's in there, strike two.
Lexus with 27 strikeouts, I believe, versus about 9 walks. So running 3-1 this year.
Timeout called. 1-2 the count. That's pop foul back towards Wilson High School. Jackson Reed, that is. Good crowd on hand here for this semifinal matchup.
Batter is Lubar, number 12.
Just outside, 2-2, leaving the count. That's right back up the middle towards Rosario, who cleanly fields it and on to first to Gerson for the first out. Tigers have their first out of the day. Defensive lineup. Alexander's behind the plate. Loomis at third, Rosario at short. Another Rosario over there at second and Gerson at first. In the outfield, you've got Comives in left field with Burris in center and Rivera in right.
Number 6, the lefty, Giambi.
Ball one. One and the count. One away here at the top of the first. That'll be just low to go 2-0.
Lots of sun out there in the field, but believe it or not, every one of the fans here, except for those out in left center, are in the shade. It's mighty nice here.
That's going to go to Rosario again, getting some action over there. Fires to first, and a good pickup by Gerson, who has been stellar defensively on these picks at first all season long.
Lather, rinse, repeat on the ground balls to shortstop. 2 so far.
Kai's keeping it low in the zone, as you would expect. And that means so far 2 grounders to shortstop Rosario. That's going to come straight back at us.
Number 17, Rogers at the plate.
On 1 to count to Rogers. Lexus goes upstairs. Safe to assume he's in the 80s on that one, high 80s.
Outs by contact so far.
Oh, and 2 to count. There's strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 3. And we are going to go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. 1, 2, 3 for Lexus. All right, we'll return the action here at Fort Reno. Bottom of the first inning. Jamari Burris in his leadoff position will step up for the Tigers' first opportunity against the St. Albans Bulldogs.
.393 batting average for Burris on the season with a 1.074 ops, .521 on base percentage.
That's going to be in there for a strike in the outside corner.
And I don't want to forget about the 26 stolen bases he runs.
And Mitch, we guarantee that they will keep an eye on him if he makes it down to first base. And he will not on that pitch as it's away. And that evens the count on 1-1. No outs here in the bottom of the first. That's going to go by him. 1-2. That's fouled straight up and back. Owen Basso on the mound for St. Albans. One of their top pitchers, as you might expect here in a semifinal game. Counts at 1-2. That's going to be outside to even it up at 2-2.
And just in case you're wondering, with those 26 steals, he's been caught stealing once this season.
Wheels are quick for Burris, who looks at a 2-2. And he's going to go right back to Basso, who picks it up and will toss gently over to Elliot Eaton, who's playing first base today for St. Albans. And we've got one away here in the bottom of the first. As I mentioned, that's Eaton at first base. Third base is Rogers. Shortstop Lubar. Second base, Mochek. That's going to be strike one. Pinto's in right field. Desmarais is our designated hitter. Marchik is catching. Center field is Pittman. Left field is Giambi. Luca goes down the line, and it's going to be foul.
Bounces off the fence and out into right field on that foul ball. Didn't quite make it down the hill.
I don't know how to explain it.
2 strikes here on Luca. Calls timeout. Ozuna Nunez awaits on deck. Comad's will chop it. Foul. Looks like maybe a slider on that one, and strike 3, out number 2 for St. Albans here. Bottom of the first. Alex Ozuna Nunez walks up to the plate. Looking to get things started here for the Tigers. Basso moving it around a little bit. That's high in the zone. Call for a strike.
Shakes off the catcher, goes to the second call. We'll see what this happens to be.
Ozuna Nunez hit hard! Hard, and it's going to roll. Cut off by the center fielder. About 10 yards shy of the fence on the cutoff, but Ozuna Nunez will have the Tigers' first hit of the day and will stand at first base to see what Bebo Rosario will do here at the plate. 2-away.
I would imagine the catcher's thinking a little bit I told you so there. Catcher knows best usually.
Absolutely, like you said, pick him off. Rosario hits it hard to right field. It's going to go over the head of the right fielder. And here comes Ozuna Nunez. Running hard. There's going to be a play to the plate. No, it's not. It's bobbled by the second baseman. And Ozuna Nunez will reach from first on a shot by Rosario that hung up there and got over the head of the right fielder.
That's the first pitch to him, right? He took it.
First pitch. Rosario continues to do what he's been doing these last many games, really. Attacking the pitchers. He will take whatever he gets, even on a first pitch, and drive it to right field.
1-0.
Got 2 away here. Rosario in scoring position and Rivera at the plate.
Come on, Andy.
2 quick outs and then back-to-back shots.
That's going to go straight up. Basso's going to call for it, and he's going to make the play to get out of the inning. Tigers will strand one, but they're going to pick up one, too, on some good hitting from Ozuna Nunez and then Rosario.
Yeah, the ball hit by Rosario went deep. First, the right fielder backpedaled a few steps and then realized it was over his head. So he had to spin around to chase it. You could tell even on the pop-up, the sun is pretty harsh today.
Yeah,
it's a little bit difficult to judge the ball.
It's going to be really hard for folks out in right field. It's right over our left shoulder here. And you can see there, it's going to be some issues. You want to keep the ball down today, keep it out of that sun, and hopefully ensue grounders. That's what Lexus has done so far.
Lexus has thrown 12 pitches. Basso has thrown 14. Pretty close, quick innings. But for what matters after the first inning, Tigers are up 1-0.
Tigers have done this of late. That is to get a runner too early, get on the board. They like to set the tone, and it's an aggressive tone at the plate, which has been highly successful on these last 10, 12 games. We're going to try to find.
That was quite a bit of determination there. With 2 outs, you know, inning's almost over at that point. What's going to happen? 2 quick hits. Run scored.
Alexander will throw it down, and that means we'll get started here. With the center fielder Pittman coming to bat for the Bulldogs. And here comes Kyle Lexus. Time called. And now we'll get back underway. Throws it past him. 1-1 the count. He's going to foul that off to go 0-2. Lexus way out in front.
A lot of options here for the pitcher with the 0-2 count.
Do you even know that's my heart?
Goes upstairs and blows it by him for out number 1.
Not afraid to just go hard. Another fastball with 2 strikes.
Alexis is going to pump it in there.
Mosek, number 3. Way
Goes
outside.
off speed on that.
That
And,
was 4 or 5 inches outside of the plate there.
Yep. And I'm sure the Mochik was looking for a fastball on that. That's going to be in there for strike 2.
Came back with the expected fastball,
Yep.
low and middle.
Alexis will set up here. Ball 1 to Mochik. 1-2 the count, 1 away here in the top of the second. He will not bite on that.
About the same spot, give or
At
take.
the same spot. All right, had a few pitches to play with here, and trying to get Mochik to bite. So far, he is not. He did swing at a curveball first pitch. Swung at that. Alexander down to first on the drop third strike.
It looked like it got caught
Round
up
number
in his
2.
uniform somewhere
so.
at first, and then when he spun around, the ball fell out. Quickly able to pick it up and throw it down to Gersten.
Good play. I didn't see the ball for a second there, so I think
It
you're
was
right. It
definitely-
was
I think it
stuck
might
in
have
his
been
uniform
up behind
somewhere.
the chest protector,
Yeah.
possibly.
So now 2 away with Eaton at the plate. We got a Northwest Little League back-to-back there, Mitch. We had Mochek and then Eaton, both from Northwest Little League days.
Awesome. Two outs, top of the second.
Tigers lead 1-0. That's in there for a strike.
Middle inside, tough to hit.
Folks at home, the count is either 2-1 or 1-2. I'm not sure. That is going to be a chopper to second base. Rosario picks it up and throws on to Gersten at first for out number 3. Another successful inning for Kai Lexus.
I tell you, Rosario went down really low to put a lot of body in front of that. There was no way he was letting that get through, no matter how bad the bounce was.
A good play.
Got a lot of
by
time
the
there.
underclassmen. There for a reason.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base.
And we'll go to the bottom of the second and be back in 1 minute. Welcome back. Gerson at the plate for the Tigers. That's Jacob Gerson playing first base.
Lexus with 12 pitches that inning. So 12 pitches times 2 is 24 after 2.
Gerson hits it hard. It'll hang up there, and it will not be caught. It will fall for a single in mid-range left center. Gerson got a bat on it, and we've got a runner at first with Kyle Lexus coming to the plate.
The left fielder took a good dive at it, and probably within a foot of it, I think.
Absolutely. No outs for Lexus as he looks to help himself out here. A runner first. Gerson will take a slight lead, not a big lead.
Yeah, he's 2 small steps off first. I think he respects the pitcher quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Leadoff runner, you don't want to get thrown out on the bases.
Absolutely.
Certainly not picked off.
And with the 1-0 lead, you want every base you can pick up now. That's going to be low for ball 2. Try to keep Gerson honest. Quick throw over there by Basso and pick up by Eaton. 2-0 is the count. Alexis will go straight up and back, foul ball.
Unlike a lot of fields, this field has a kind of an egg-shaped backstop, and it comes out pretty much on top of home plate. And some of those straight-up foul balls just get a piece of the fence and they're dead.
Yep. So no opportunity for a play on a ball like that. Runner goes. Gerson will slide in safely. I think Jacob surprised most people here with that stolen base.
The throw was just directly over the pitcher's head. I don't think the pitcher could have dunked anymore. And then it came up about 2 feet to the right of the bag. By that time, Gerson had already slid around to the backside of the bag.
Counts even at 2-2 here with no outs. Oh, Lexus went down to get it. And it will hang up there. Left fielder will be under it for out number 1. Gerson will stay at second. Good at bat by Lexus, who went down to pick up that third strike. Well struck, but hung up there. Rosario at the plate. Outside corner, strike 1. Sneaky pitch, drops it in there. First strike.
Came across the plate.
Absolutely.
Inside.
Gerson's at second, and they will not hold him. He'll get a couple extra steps with that in mind. Count will go to 1-2.
Runner in scoring position with 1 out after the leadoff single by Gerson.
Gerson scampers back, but nobody else is there for Basso. A bit of a breeze, Mitch. quite figure out where it's blowing to, and maybe just swirling a little bit like it often does up here at Fort Reno.
Takes the edge off the heat to just a drop.
That's going to be outside. He will not bite on that. Good at bat. Setting up here. Counts even at 2-2. Rosario go down on strikes, and here comes Jackson Loomis.
So Fort Reno ball field here is the only ball field in the country located on the terrain feature that's the highest terrain feature in the state or district thereof. Fort Reno itself is about 440 feet above sea level. You can see the reservoir behind center field is at 440. We're probably at about 415, 420 here, but still part of that highest terrain feature in the district.
Because of that, you will get conditions changing rapidly sometimes here. Today, it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. It's just going to be warm and slightly breezy throughout our contest.
Top of the order on deck.
Loomis will not bite. Loomis has been in strong adversary at the plate against all pitchers all season. That's going to be outside, ball 2.
End up the second video. It's okay. I'll keep it running just for emergency. Maybe when I put the thing in.
You got to watch
It's going to go foul down the right field line and out of play for strike 1. 2-1 the count. I think we're going to get a balk call here. Bulldogs coach will walk out to try to get some clarification on what the call is. Gerson is now down at third base, and Up is going to explain it to
Legal pitching formation.
Basso.
It was hand in and out of the glove after coming set.
There we go.
That's a guarantee. There's nothing on the wiggle or anything. It's just in and out of the glove.
And you know, that happens sometimes. You got a runner at second, you get a little distracted. You got 2 outs, and you got a good batter at the plate. So, look, that's part of it. It's fortunate for Basso, but it's going to put Gerson at third now. And Loomis has a big opportunity here. And that goes straight back. Just missed that one. 2-2 is the count. Loomis will swing and get a piece of it, but right into the catcher's glove for out number 3. And we are going to the top of the 3rd inning with the Tigers up 1-0. And we'll be right back.
17 pitches for Basso in the bottom of the second, bringing him to 31 versus Lexus's 24.
We'll get Pinto at the plate for the Bulldogs.
Number 19.
That's Pinto. I think Peter Pinto at the plate for the Bulldogs. That's going straight back towards us. Strike one. Lexus is throwing a lot of fastballs. Not a surprise there. Time call. Breeze is picking up here a little bit. Strike two. Goes up and in on him, and Pinto will foul that back. Tigers carry a 1-0 lead here. Pinto is going to drive that down the right field line, and that's going to be foul. Just foul down the right field line.
Four umpires today for the playoff games, and that helps quite a bit.
Counts 0-2. Pinto has hit 3 foul balls in this at bat. You gotta wonder if Lexus is going to throw a changeup here. And he does not, and it comes straight back at us.
I'm thinking if he goes to the fastball, it'll be up and in.
Okay.
Otherwise, he may have to go to plan B on the pitches.
Yep. Pinto hanging hard here.
We'll try to get him to chase something hard.
Yeah. He did not bite on that. 1-2. One and two, the count to Pinto. Two and two, the count. It's going to be a grounder to second base. Rosario will make the play, and on to Gerson for out number one.
I'm so glad I don't have to pitch against Derek today. Oh
3 strikeouts, 2 groundouts to short, and 2 groundouts to second base thus far. Number 25, Dismaris.
One away here. Top of the third, he'll bite the outside corner on that one for strike number one. In there for strike two. Alexander's set up on the outside, and Lexus brought it right down the middle.
I guess the batter really can't take too much of an indication from the catcher, especially a wily, deceptive one.
Strike three is not called. Going to call that low, ball one.
That was close to say the least.
Absolutely. Didn't get the call down in the zone last time either, and so some consistency there. And that is a great off-speed pitch from Kai Lexus to collect the second out of this third inning. That was nasty.
Number 4, Marchik, and then top of the order.
That's going to right back to Lexus, who makes a great play and flips it over to Gerson for out number 3.
I think that was a little snow cone play there by Lexus. Look what I found.
We're going to go to the bottom of the third with the Tigers up 1-0. And the top of the order is coming up for the Tigers. That's Coach Mateo walking past our camera here. We'll tell you a little bit more about these coaches later in our broadcast.
And I have from a good source that got 2 former coaches watching right now.
Very good.
You got Coach Trey in Texas on his lounge chair, hanging out, watching this on the big screen. And down in Florida, Jimmy Silk watching this game right now.
So glad
Hey,
they're
guys.
here to help build this team. That's going to be just outside for ball one to Burris, who's at the top of the lineup for your Tigers.
And you got the Tigers top of their lineup in the bottom of the third, but St. Albans doesn't get to their top until the top of the fourth. So we're running through the batters a little bit more with our 3 hits.
It's going to be ball 2.
First with a ground ball to the pitcher in the first.
Burris hits it hard to deep center field, and it is going to hit the bottom of the fence. Speedy Burris is going to slide into second base with a double. And it was a legit double, Mitch. Right off his
How far
bat.
is that out there?
That's-
It's far.
It's far.
And we've got the screens out there just so the batters can see the ball easier. It hit right off those green screens at the base of the center field fence. Legit.
Great hit by Burris.
Fourth hit for the Tigers.
Burris hit the first strike given to him here in the bottom of the third. It's 2-0, and he rode that fastball all the way to center field in the base of the fence, as Mitch said. And now Luka Komaj gets an opportunity to move Burris along. He's going to square to bunt and lays down a nice one. Vasso's going to go to first and wouldn't call it pretty, but got the job done on the toss over to first base where second baseman was sprinting over. Eaton came down to pick up the bunt as well. Vasso called him off and picked it up and on to first for one out, but importantly moves Burris over to third base.
Yeah, he bunted it on the first base side of the pitcher, and they're really, and even though it got to the pitcher quickly, no chance to go to third.
That's right. Change the scoreboard here for you all viewing at home. We got one out, not three. So one away here in the bottom of the third. Ozuna Nunez smacks it down right field. It's going to go into the corner. Burris is going to score easily. And Alex Ozuna Nunez is going to run for second. He will hold up at second base. It is a double for Ozuna Nunez. Drove that first pitch down the right field line, and it rolled. And he'll have an RBI as Burris came jogging in from third base on that double. Knew off the bat, Mitch, that was going to
Yeah, and that was dangerous. It went into the corner. Right fielder had to chase it. He definitely slid a little bit when he came up to it at first. Did not affect anything. It was a clean double regardless.
Yep, no doubt.
And definitely couldn't go to third.
Yep. Tigers like their chances here with Rosario, who's had a hot hand.
You get this
Mitch, thank you, Mitch. Remind me to throw that score up. Everybody at home, we're at 2-0.
For you at home, it's crazy. I know we get the outs wrong, the score wrong, whatever. There's just so much going on. And hey, we're also trying to watch a ball game.
Yeah, right. And it's a good one today, a good one to enjoy. We're glad you're with us on Wilson Live. Got a crowd that has swelled here at Fort Reno. That's going to be low. Mitch, this is the biggest crowd that I've seen this year and maybe seen period.
What do you think, 200-ish?
Yeah, maybe a little bit
Dugout
more.
to dugout, 5 deep, 4 deep.
2-0 the count. One away here in the bottom of the third.
Oh, and then after
That's
the
going to be
dugouts,
outside.
actually, there's down the first base line, we've got a lot of visitor fans there. Hey, if you're seeing the shade start to come into the area behind the plate, don't be misled. The temperature is now 86. It has gone north 1 degree, not the other way.
And Mitch, we'll talk about that in a little bit, about the shadows that are going to start to creep across the infield here when we get to the fourth inning or so. Rosario's going to take a walk. Down to first base. Andy Rivera will have an opportunity here.
That's the first walk of the game for either team.
Wow.
Pretty stingy pitchers on.
Yep, we've got their best pitchers, no doubt.
Bring them home!
Here's Rivera. That's going to be low and maybe inside for ball number 1 to Andy Rivera. Basso's
He's
outside.
working up and down on the outside edge, but not close enough to get any calls.
Given these hot bats for the Tigers, we know why he may be working away a little bit, trying to entice folks to go out and bite at it. Basso's going to turn to second, and Zuna Nunez is going to have a look back, but then we'll get his lead. Runners have significant. That's going to be a wild pitch. And that is going to put 2 runners in scoring position here with 1 away. And Rivera faces a 3-0 count.
Who's that bag I gave you?
See what he does here with 3-0 and Gerson on deck. 1 away.
Yeah, that's the same spot again, and he finally got a call, but I gotta tell you that was outside. Good or-
Rivera does not bite on that curveball. And that's going to load him up for Jacob Gerson.
Let's go, Jacob!
Mound visit.
Yes, indeed. Going to get a mound visit here. We're going to take a break.
Basso is at 46 total pitches, was at 31 coming into the inning. So 15 pitches so far with only 1 out.
This is Jacob Gerson at the plate.
Nowhere for the runners to go.
Had a single his first time up, I believe.
Line to left center, a single, yes.
And Gerson's going to take that pitch, which is called a strike, but
Infield, at least the corners are all the way in on the grass, inside the bases.
Tigers would like to strike here, obviously. Gerson down the left field line, and that's going to be called foul. Gerson with a shot down the left field line, but it is just foul. And run the count to 0-2.
I saw in the major leagues, I think it was yesterday, one of the ball boys decided to pick up a fair ball in left field. Didn't realize it until afterwards.
Get on that, a ground rule double, or I assume.
Gerson could break the game open right here.
0-2 the count to Gerson.
14 RBIs on the season. He knows how to drive runs in.
Oh, he's going to hit him. And that's going to bring another run across.
Correction, 15 RBIs on the season.
have a conversation about this.
Up until that point, Gerson was tied for 4th for number of hit by pitch. Comives and Rivera out in front, and then Rosario.
There you go.
I don't think there was anywhere to move on that pitch.
I don't think so either. It was
Even
telling up and in, and
even if he got back a little bit, I think that would hit him.
yeah. So that's going to take the score to 3-0, and Kyle Lexus is going to come up and in a good spot, a good opportunity to help himself out here. With one away in the bottom of the third, Tigers lead 3-0.
Lexus with 14 RBIs in the season, currently tied for 4th, with, ironically enough, Gerson.
There we go.
So back-to-back high RBI players.
Nice little 1-2 there. Alexis will at the very least try to get this up. And
great batter to have here, because whether Lexus gets a hit or not, he's going to hit it hard.
he is going to hit it hard.
Puts the pressure on the defense.
And we'll see if Basso tries to work that corner again. Outside half of the plate. He will. It's a pass ball. It's a short fence, as you all could probably see at home here. Short backstop, and that means the catcher has a good opportunity to pick it up if he can locate it on the bounce.
The only thing goofy about it is, again, it's that egg shape, so
Yeah.
it can kind of run to the right or left along the fence line. But yeah, in general, it doesn't go very far.
That's going to be ball 1. That's in there for a strike. That's outside, ball 2. You know, Mitch, you talked about pitch count earlier, and you wonder, with 86 degrees, probably the hottest game these guys have had, what kind of impact that might have on pitchers. Count's going to feel a little bit hot, about 10 pitches higher than what it is, I imagine. They're going to set up outside.
And the other big consideration is, with the semifinals today and the finals on Sunday, you can have an ace pitcher return on Sunday, depending on their pitch count today. So big decisions by the coaches and the pitchers on how much to put out there, at least for the aces.
And that's why you want runs early, right? That's going to be outside to run into a full count for Lexus here.
I think the challenge for Basso is that he's mostly been working the outside.
Yeah.
And either he hits it or he's been well outside of it.
The payoff pitch. Lexus hits it hard to right field. It's going way back. Way back.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's a grand slam. Home run. The Kyle Lexus. Deep right field over the fence. It's going to clear the bases. And Kyle Lexus is going to give himself 4 more.
How can a pitcher help their team? You hit a grand slam.
Absolutely.
Can't do anything better than that.
And this place is bonkers. On a full count, Basso puts it on the outside of the plate, and Lexus goes with it for a grand slam home run to right field.
Landed about 15 feet over the fence, well over.
That is going to take us to 7-0 Tigers.
I'm putting that in one of the most exciting Wilson Tigers baseball plays in a long time.
Absolutely. 7-0. And
Basso was really trying to work that outside, and that one was a strike. It was over the outside of the plate, and Lexus went with the outside pitch, took it over the fence in right field.
Absolutely.
Right where you want to send it.
Absolutely.
what are you getting? Buying one? Oh, I
Flynn Sullivan is going to come up to bat for the Tigers. Bottom of the third with one away.
batting for Rosario.
He'll be batting for, yep, that's right, Mitch. Batting for Rosario.
I think last year we called it pitchers who rake.
That is exactly right. And Ty Lexus is that. It just, the home run was terrific, obviously, Mitch, but the at-bat was stellar. You're right. You know you're going to get an outside pitch, so what do you do with it? And this is a good lesson for folks at home.
But
You go with it.
From a pitcher's perspective, the 3 base runners, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. That's very expensive.
Yeah. Sullivan's going to go straight up and just gets under it.
On the season, that's the 13th home run for the Tigers. Rosario's got 5. Lexus and Waldner each have 2. Isaacs, Rivera, and Loomis have 1.
That'll be strike 3 and out number 2 for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third.
I mean, we're now on our 9th batter for this bottom of the third here.
And this is Jackson Loomis up for the Tigers. He is going to hit that ball hard. It is foul, but Loomis's quick hands at the plate will generate a lot of torque and a lot of power, and that was hard hit foul ball, strike 1. That's going to be inside, and that'll run it to 1-1.
6 runs so far this inning. That's on just 3 hits. That's the spot that Basso likes, that outside corner.
That is
really hard. I think the one to Lexus was a little bit higher than these, and Lexus was able to get to it.
Just hung it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Loomis hits it hard again, and will push it foul and out of play.
The crowd behind us has grown by about 30% since you said the last time. This is the biggest
got
crowd.
a packed house here. One and 2 the count to Loomis. We load even it up at 2-2.
Basso over 60 pitches now in the third inning.
I think we'll see another Bulldog on the mound the next inning. That's going to be fouled right off his leg.
Tigers wearing their home white uniforms with the green lettering on the tops. A little bit of Tiger stripes here and there. St. Albans gray pants with a stripe and red, white, and blue tops.
Loomis is going to have a single. Another good at bat for Jackson Loomis. He has some wheels too, but we'll have 2 outs here, and you would imagine he'll stay put at first.
We batted around.
All the way around, huh?
Top of the order. We're back to where we started with a line drive to deep left field. A double for Burris to start us off. And both at bats, Burris has made contact, even though he's just 1 for 2.
He is.
He's going to hit the ball.
He'll pull back, and that'll be ball 1 outside. a two-way here in the bottom of the third, and the Tigers are up 7-0 on the Bulldogs from St. Albans.
I think they do it.
Loomis will go diving back into first as they try to keep him honest over there, and perhaps they should. He's got wheels. He'll get a medium lead and slide back in.
Loomis with 5 stolen bases on the season, 100% success rate, or 1,000 the way they listed in the stats.
Yeah.
So 5 for 5.
Basso will look in. That's going to be on that outside corner again. That is his pitch, and it is a good one. Tip of the cap to Basso, who has decided to be outside and stayed outside. And that's a good pitch. He's going to try it again. That'll take us to 2-1. Burris will chop it down, and Coach Robbie Mateo makes a nice grab, as he's apt to do over there. The third base line. Evens the count at 2-2, I believe. There goes Loomis. And they're going to call strike 3 on Burris. So the Tigers get some hits, play some small ball, and then Alexis plays
6 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on base. Do you want to run through the Tigers coaches and give your quick info on them?
Absolutely. Henry Martinez is your head coach. Robbie Mateo down at third base today. Pedro Mateo down at first.
According to my math, that was a 40-pitch inning for Basso, bringing him from 31 up to 71. Exhausting.
Alexis will push that one outside. And
we've got a change in the field with Flynn Sullivan, who came in to bat, is now playing second base.
I think that's Rosario out there at second.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Okay,
I think we got a
excellent. I'll stop looking at game changer then.
Pinch hit opportunity on there. That's going to go back and out of play.
I'm famous for watching Game Changer instead of the game, and
You're good. You're good.
I'll wake up.
That switch on Game Changer is gonna come up, and that's gonna take the count to 1-1 with that foul. That's going to go foul as well, and out of play, 1 and 2.
Rolling down Fort Drive there, right in front of the high school building.
Lubar at the plate for the Bulldogs. Step in and then step out.
Top of the order.
1 and 2 the count, no outs here.
Lexus has faced the minimum 9 so far, so we're now in the top of the 4th with the 10th batter, top of the order.
We'll go upstairs and Lubar doesn't bite. Foul back again. That one's out of play. Counts even at 2 and 2. Tries to drop something in there, and it didn't break. And that's going to take us to a full count here for Lubar. Great pitch from Kai Lexus. That's strike 3 on the outside.
I got bad news. That was a ball. That was way outside. It just kept tailing away, but it looked pretty to swing at.
I think that had a tail on it, and I'm not surprised that looked like it was going to be down the middle, about halfway to the plate, and then it kept moving. Alexander gathered it, and we got 1 out.
Giambi at the plate.
It's going to be outside to the left-hander.
I got from reliable source that another baseball coach out there is watching. Coach Ricky of Northwest Little League.
There we go. Welcome aboard, Ricky.
Watching right now.
That's going to be fouled out of play down the left field line. And
Loomis decided to go for
1-1.
a sprint in that direction, but I got to believe that was over near the batting cages.
Coach Ricky Davenport sees a lot of his former players out here on this field on both sides of the ball. That just misses low.
Go, G.
Going to run it full here. Full count here with 1 away in the top of the 4th.
He asked for fresh baseball?
He did, and then he changed his mind, I think. Looked like it. That's going to be outside for a walk. Is that Lexus's first walk of the day? Perhaps?
First base runner. Giambi reaches first base runner whatsoever.
So the Bulldogs will have a runner on.
This Tiger baseball team eats double plays for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They love turning them. Let's see what happens here.
And we're going to see if they challenge Alexander's arm here. That's hit hard to center field. Absolutely wrong on that one. To right field. Apologies. Looked like it was going center field, and Jamari Burris was on the move, but in fact it hung up and went to right field to Rivera, who makes the catch in the sunshine.
It'll help with the pitch count a little bit there.
Absolutely.
So far, Lexus, 12, 12, and 13 pitches in the first 3 innings.
Bulldogs are down by 7 runs here in the 4th and 2 outs. Do you run or not, Mitch?
You know, I mean, it would be tough if they got that one base runner thrown out.
Yep.
And with no double play ball, I'll guess no.
Yeah. Let's see, we're not taking a big lead down there at first, so Mitch probably has the right call here. Good stop, under.
Good stop, Gabe.
Sorry about that, folks. Catcher's father can't help but make a call.
Toughest positions are on the team are catcher's father and pitcher's father. You enjoy the game after it's over.
That's for sure. 1-0 the count here.
I know I used to go home afterwards and grab a couple beverages and then watch the game to see what happened.
It's load, 2-1. I think I've said to you, Mitch, before, one of the reasons I'm back behind the camera here is because you don't have much time to think about anything.
Yeah.
Just like pitchers and catchers.
Quick mistakes are the smallest ones.
That's right. 2-1 the count with 2 away here in the top of the 4th. That's hit hard to right field. Andy's Rivera is going to range back fairly casually, but it's tough. It hung up there in the sunshine, and he made a great catch.
He was definitely looking in the sun, and I'll call that a warning track ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well struck. And Rivera does a good job of hanging in there. I think the fans may be thinking that was an easy baseball to catch, but it was not. I can guarantee you, as we look up at the sun, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers 7, Bulldogs nothing.
17 pitch inning. There was a walk in there, but got out of it, stranded the runner.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back, and we want to take an opportunity here to thank our sponsor, Rockland's Barbecue.
So for me, it's tough. I think I go with the brisket, or the blackened salmon has been a favorite for a long time.
Great. We're short rib fans at our house, and as the folks at Rockland's DC are aware of, I am a huge macaroni salad fan.
And you know,
maybe the best. Takes me back home to East Tennessee. And
the family pack with 2 meats, that's a big winner.
Absolutely. So thank you, Rocklands, for your support and for being such a strong member of this District of Columbia community. That's going to be high and upstairs, way upstairs to Luca Comad's.
So we do have a pitching change. I don't know the name of number 24.
Davis. Davis. Jeff Davis, thank you very much. Got a little help here from a St. Albans fan. Jeff Davis on the mound. Luka Komives at the plate. In the bottom of the fourth. That's going to come in quick as well, and even the count at 1-1. Tigers have a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Davis will go upstairs again for strike 2.
He likes working the top of the plate. Basso is working that outside line, and so far Davis is right across the top.
Yep, no doubt. And going to get those calls so far. And Gomez realizes it, so he has to take a cut at it. That's going to be strike 3. Looking. So, Mitch, as that first at bat, I think we know what we're likely to see from Davis. There's going to be a lot of fastballs upstairs. Maybe he's just trying to establish that.
And I mean, the best Luke could do was foul it off. It's a real hard pitch.
Very hard to hit. Let's see what Alex Ozuna-Nunez can do here in the bottom of the fourth. That was not upstairs. That was right down the middle.
Ozuna is 2 for 2 with a line to right field for a single, and then a line to the right field corner for a double.
2 strikes on 24. Nunez will step in and
got 1 RBI, 2 runs scored.
That's going to be upstairs and in for ball 1.
Ozuna scored 25 runs, 3rd place on the team behind Rosario with 26 and Rivera with 27.
Yep.
So the 3 of them, you're looking at almost 80 runs scored.
And the vast majority of those have come probably in the last 9 games. And it's going to be inside and run it full. Full count to Ozuna-Nunez. And he'll take a walk. Ozuna-Nunez at first. Pedro Rosario coming to the plate. Tigers have a 7-run lead. Bottom of the fourth. Fall away to ball 1 on that one. We talked a little bit about the shadows here at Fort Reno, and those are creeping out a little bit, but shouldn't be an issue for anyone but maybe the third baseman.
Rosario with a double and a walk.
That's going to be ball 2, the outside of the plate.
One stolen base so far, I think, today?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's Rosario to third, on to second base, and will be thrown past Eaton at first.
Fielder's choice.
2-way here. Nunez will get thrown out at second on the attempted double play, and Rosario is going to be safe at first and will stay there as Andy Rivera comes to the plate, trying to add to Tigers' lead. Davis throws his first changeup of the day.
With that bat, I gave you the work.
For strike 1. Comes back with a fastball. That's going to go to the third base as well. He's going to scoop it up and make the throw over to an outstretched Eaton at first for out number 3. And we're going to the top of the 5th inning with the Tigers leading 7-0. Kai Lexus will stay on the mound as we enter the 5th inning here at Fort Reno in the beautiful District of Columbia. Tigers up 7-0.
Mosick, number 3. We got 2 of the co-captains on the field right now, on the mound and behind the plate. With Paloma as the 3rd co-captain.
One on the count. Those pitches look alike, but we've got a split count at 1-1. That's hit hard to right. That's going to be deep. And it's going to be foul.
Oh. Probably, is that the length of the fence, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah, so that would have been a home run, but it's foul. So, it's a foul ball.
They run the count to 1 and 2.
Doesn't matter if it goes
Doesn't matter.
next to the plate or over the fence, it's foul. That went on the right field side, that's where the Fort Reno concert series has happened over the years.
Well, Mitch, maybe we should set up for a live broadcast of that one.
Yes.
One evening this summer. Two and 2 to count.
Both starting pitchers struck out 5, and then the relief pitcher, Davis, has also struck out 1.
Went upstairs,
Now
chasing
6.
that one. Changed his eye level completely. A good pitch to gather in this first out of the 5th inning.
Both teams struck out 6.
And folks, that is hard to lay off on when you're not getting very many opportunities. And that ball is coming right at you, and it was a rising fastball. Eaton is going to chop it down to 3rd. Loomis is going to make a good stop, get up and fire over. And Loomis out at first! What a play by Jackson Loomis! An absolute bullet to first base from 3rd baseman Jackson Loomis.
That's the equivalent of the 80-yard bomb in a football game.
And that makes for a
Got
quick
him.
out number 2.
Got him by half a step, maybe?
Loomis just recently awarded All City for the job he does there at third base and at the plate as well. And I assume our Wilson Live view was blocked a little bit, but we can tell you folks that it was an impressive play to gather that up at third base and to get up and make that kind of throw on.
I will tell you, superhero Coach David Thompson would have moved the camera.
Yeah, absolutely would have.
The rest of us can barely keep the broadcast going, keep score, and remember who's off.
Excellent point.
We love you, Coach David Thompson, the absolute leader of the entire Wilson Live crew. So we've got shade right over the third baseman now and slowly spreading towards short. The harshest sun is against the right side of the field.
1-2 the count. It's going to be 2-2. Bases are empty here as Lexus tries to gather in the third out of this top of the 5th inning. That's going to run it full for Pinto. It's going to be chopped back, foul. Full count, here comes payoff pitch. That's foul back. Pinto had a similar at bat his last time up.
Yeah, he had a ground ball to second base, so he has made contact.
And I think that was after fouling a number of pitches off and has proven himself to be tough out here at the plate.
Oh.
Just outside. And we're going to get a mound visit. Henry Martinez will come out and Kai Lexus will leave this game, or at least will leave the mound and maybe staying in the game after
68
pitches.
68 pitches, 42 strikes, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts.
Your ass,
We're going to return to action here with a new pitcher. That's Jackson Loomis, who was at third. Will step up with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Kai Alexis will switch spots with Loomis and play third base.
Loomis with 4 appearances on the season, all in relief.
Runner at first. And that is going to be hit hard to left field. Kobibes will gather it up. That'll be the Bulldogs' first hit of the day.
Hitter number 12. Leadoff is on deck. Pinch hitter number 26.
That's right. So Loomis will look in, and the Bulldogs have runners aboard at second and third here with 2 outs in the 5th. That's fouled straight back.
2 outs, runners on second and third.
Oh my God! Alexander!
That's a Sports Illustrated play right there. Jeez, runner coming home. He has no chance for him to tag the runner at home. Back picks the runner going to third, gets him by a mile. Goes for the trail runner. Surprise, surprise. Third out.
So wild pitch gets away, and Alexander sprints over to pick it up and realizes he doesn't have a play at home. Quickly he realizes that, I suppose, and makes a bullet throw down to third base. Mitch said to get the trailer.
That was baseball IQ. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I mean, the tough part there is, you know, is running through the options really quickly, realizing that you've got no chance of that runner coming to the plate.
Jim. All right, we're back, and exciting ending to that top of the 5th. Run did score on that. They did score. So the Bulldogs are on the board here. 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th with Jacob Gerson at the plate. And Jeff Davis stays on the mound for the Bulldogs. And Gerson will go after the high heater.
Yes, sir! Here we go, Jacob! Come on, Jacob, let's try one here. Work quick, Jeff. Here we go.
0-2 the count to Gerson.
Yes,
Person's got to feel fine, though, even with a strikeout after having a single and a hit by pitch.
Yep. And
you're not going to get on
to
every time.
Davis's credit, threw a lot of fastballs in that first inning on the mound, and now is throwing a whole lot of curveballs and off speed, trying to entice these Tigers into swinging or not, and that's up. And
Lexus 1 for 2 with a line to left field and a grand slam.
That's going to be high and tight. That'll leave the count at 2-2. Pardon me, that will even the count. We'll make the count 3-2. Full count now. And that's going to be upstairs for a walk.
He's scared, Ty. You don't want to pitch to you.
Alexis will make his way down to first base on the walk. And here comes Rosario. How are you?
Well, Rosario had batted earlier, and then Sullivan had one at bat in the middle, and now Rosario's back batting.
Rosario fouls that one straight back.
Kai scampers back to first. That's how there's some players in this team that tend to keep clean uniforms. Kai is one of them. We got another couple other players that as soon as they can dive head first in the dirt, they take advantage of it. And you can see him on the field.
That's going to be inside.
Burris would be number 1 on that list. Plays hard. Dives all over the place. Although today Loomis had the also got dirty on a dive back.
He did indeed. And he tends to get dirty. That's going to be upstairs in the strike zone, but called a strike.
The exact opposite of Basso. He likes to work the inside.
Absolutely. That's going to be upstairs and high, and that's a walk. Runners at first and second. Apologies at home, the scoreboard. We are a step behind here.
The bigger concern is that after Loomis, we got top of the order.
That's right, Mitch. And there are no outs. We're at the bottom of the fifth.
1 out.
1 out, excuse me.
Nope. Hey, that's why we're here together.
Right. Thank you
Between
for
the
that.
two of us, we'll make twice as many mistakes.
That's right. One out. Loomis will kick it down the third base line. Foul. Tigers would like a few more here for sure. Who wouldn't? In this situation, 7-1. That's going to be a good block, but Alexis is going to make the jog down to third.
So Rosario stated first he didn't want to force the issue on whether Kai could retreat back to second. Also, the ball went down the first base line, and it would have been a quick throw.
Absolutely. Smart move, and now we'll see what they do with Rosario. With Lexus taking the lead at third. They're going to go back and try to hold Rosario at first. That's upstairs.
In the quarterfinals, the Tigers beat Washington Latin Public Charter School, and that's how they got here. St. Albans, I believe, beat Walls in a walk-off extra innings, 4-3. Excellent, excellent game. I wish I had been there.
Yep.
It's 3-0 for the longest time. Walls came back with 3 runs on a single play, took it to extra innings, and then St. Albans took care of business on a walk-off pass ball in the bottom of the 8th, I believe.
That's the bottom of the 6th.
Yes.
And that's what happens in playoff baseball, right?
Yeah, amazing game.
Loomis will hang tight here. Loomis will take a swipe at the changeup, and that'll take us to 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Burris has an opportunity here with runners on second and third.
Rosario stole second, but technically was still occupying first, so the drop third strike didn't help at all. 2 outs, second and third, bottom 5th.
It's ball 1.
Burris 1 for 3 with a liner to deep center field for a double in the 3rd inning.
And I think we can assume here that Burris is going to do his very best to swing at anything close. They're not going to take that.
The third baseman sneaking in. I think he's playing against the bunt.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, if I were Burris, I'd punt it down the first base line and still beat it out.
2-0 now to Burris. That's going to be a called strike. Runs the count to 2-1 for Burris.
Hey, this is just exciting baseball, and the whole season works up to this moment right here.
It's going to be outside for ball 3.
And big shout-outs to the moms trying to get a great picture of their son on third base. We won't mention any names. Lexus on third.
3-1 to count, and Burris will have a choice to make here. He called strike, full count. Two-way here. Payoff pitch to Burris. Burris is going to send it through for a single into left field, and they're going to send Rosario. He's going to score. Lexus and Rosario come across the plate. Aggressive base running. And 2 more runs for the Tigers. Jamari Burris does his job on a single under the diving glove of the Bulldogs shortstop.
shortstop had a good read on it, got as close as he could, and lunged for it. Just came up short, right under the glove, and 2 RBI single, 2 fast base runners, so they were both coming
On the move.
and
On the move.
Burris went to second on the throw.
So Luka Comage comes up with another opportunity as Burris will
I mean, that you know,
head to second on that play.
patient at that,
Very
patient at that
patient.
full count.
Full count, gets what he wants.
And I'll
Just
tell you, if
outside.
that wasn't in the strike zone, he would have held off and taken the walk.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Been that way all year. Runners going, they're throwing down, and it's going to be stopped by the third baseman on a ball that hopped outside the foul line. Burris is there, and no problem. Gets dirty down there and stands at third,
Well,
hoping to
let me
come
put this in
in.
perspective for you. Burris had 74 plate appearances this season, 12 strikeouts. He will sit there and watch pitchers give him pitches until he's ready to
He
swing.
is your quintessential
unreal.
leadoff batter, right? You want that. You want a pitcher to have to battle. Really against every batter,
And-
but particularly
and-
in that top spot.
Gets a lot of walks, but he likes hitting the ball more than taking the walk.
Right.
We missed a lot. Look alive out there, number 17.
Bottom 5, 9-1 Tigers.
Come on, hits it hard. It's going to hang up and into the glove of the right fielder. But that was a blast.
The
On a
aluminum bat
rope.
sounded great.
Sounded great, and it got out there quickly. We're out number 3.
2 runs.
And the Tigers take a 9-1 lead into the top of the 6th.
So previously you had number 26 batting for Marchek. The inning ended on the base pass,
Right.
with 26 up. However, with Marchek's slot getting another chance, he's coming back out for his at bat. And then top of the order.
Marchek will swing away at the first pitch, and that's going to be fouled out of play. 0-1.
The game will be over.
Loomis will be encouraged to throw strikes here with this kind of lead.
Hey, I got to tell you, I do plan on getting a beverage at home tonight, going home and rewatching this game because not only has the game been excellent, the broadcasters have been amazing.
Foul ball. One, two, the count here at Marchek. Loomis will look in here in the top of the 6th with an 8-run lead. Marchuk will not bite on that, and that'll even count at 2-2. Tigers playing him pretty straight up. Not looking for a pull on this, and probably went with Loomis, who throws it in there for a third strike on the inside quarter of the plate.
Top of the order.
Top of the order here for the Bulldogs.
So the Tigers like to say defend Fort Reno. And one interesting thing about Fort Reno, it is not one of the circle forts. It was built after the Civil War. And
that
it was used for a lot of different purposes. Up through World War II, when it was used for to house POWs, both German and Japanese POWs here, and some of the ones who passed away were buried at the Fort Reno Cemetery. Pretty amazing history about the fort, and now it's being used as a reservoir and a park.
Strike two of the change-up.
But lots of folks like to go around to all the circle forts and Battery Kimball and whatnot. This is not one of them. This is a relatively new in U.S. history.
Loomis is going to go right at him, but the fastball misses high, and we're 1-2.
Past couple of pitches have been so hard that his cap flew off.
He will not bite at that changeup. He had the first two, but that's going to take us to 2-2. Let's see what Loomis does here. Got one to play with. I would assume a fastball, but see what Alexander gives him.
Wants to be careful at the top of the order.
Yep. Behind you.
Sometimes you want to give it that little extra oomph for the third strike, and you can overthrow
Got away
it.
from him a little bit. Full count. That's hit hard down the left field line and foul. Count remains full.
St. Albans Tigers games are always exciting. These two teams are separated by less than 2 miles between their two fields, so they're close geographically. And year after year, they play each other more than any other non-conference matchup for the Tigers. Typically over at St. Albans,
That's going to be a chopper to Alexis at third. He'll gather it in and go over to first for the out. Gerson, reliable as usual over there first with his glove. And
2 outs, particularly early in the season. You've got St. Albans' beautiful all-season turf field, and the wet spring here in Washington makes it a little bit harder to have the games here. So I'd say at least 2/3, if not more, of the games in the past several years have been on St. Albans turf. In fact, they've hosted some games that they have not been part of. They've lent us their field, and we're very gracious for that.
strike one in there.
2 outs, top 6.
That March ball game against St. Albans was at St. Albans. Which Tigers lost that one 11-1. So a little bit of revenge today, and looked like a strike, but call the ball, and we go to 1-1. Just missed upstairs with that.
Corkscrew of a pitch there.
So we're 2-1 with 2 outs here. Jackson Loomis on the mound as your Tigers lead 9-1. Top of the 6th. That's going to go right back up the middle of Burris, who will be there on the short hop. And the Bulldogs will be aboard with 2 outs here.
the shade drifting across the field, you got to believe that a catcher designed this field because the first shade always comes to the catcher here
first.
and that's quite a bit of relief.
That's good news on an 80-degree wet day. And Loomis is going to drop that in there for a strike. Not much you can do with that.
Rogers, number 17.
Going to try it again. Even the count. 1-1. Bulldogs are aboard with the runner at first. So far, not a big jump.
And thank you to Nick watching us out there in YouTube.
That's going to go back up the middle, and it's going to hop over Rosario's glove. We're going to get a throw to third. It is not going to be in time. So Lewis is not leaving it high in the zone and hit right back up the middle. Hopped over Rosario's glove as he made a sliding attempt at it.
I was just saying, Nick out there in YouTube land, thank you for the kind words on our commentary. We aim to please, and we do love to eat our Rockland's barbecue.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
First and third, 2 outs.
Upstairs for ball 1.
With
Two-way
2
now.
outs. Alexander free to throw it either first or third. They just need the third out. It doesn't matter. Run can score or not.
Well, and you know, often here, Mitch, this is a decision to make, right? You got a big lead. You just focus on this batter. That is hit to center field right at Burris, who's going to step back and make the third out of this 6th inning. And the Tigers are leading 9-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and both runners stranded.
And we're welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning here in this semifinal.
9-1, Tigers on top. You know, it's the middle of the order here, but really, it's just one continuous stretch of hitters in this lineup. It just doesn't matter.
Zeta Nunez.
I mean, if I'm a pitcher, there's no place I want to be in this
Foul it
lineup.
off, absolutely.
But we are at 3-4-5.
Throw a change up, and Alex will take a cut at it, a healthy one at that. Foul it straight back, 1-2.
2 for 2 with a walk. And one of those was the one that bounced around in the corner. and then the previous one was a line to right field.
Hang in there. Mitch, you're right about this Tigers lineup at the plate, which has been phenomenal up and down the line. And we'll give a tip of the cap, too, to their defensive play in the last half of this season, which has been as steady as can be, particularly given the way the season started. Ozuna Nunez pokes it out to right field, and that's going to be called out as the Bulldogs right fielder on a sprint made a great catch in foul territory out there.
Fly out,
down right field. Fly out. Not sure what's out of play over there, Mitch. I don't know if we were in a straight line with the dugouts.
I think they say it's the hill.
Yeah, where the hill starts. And we got a sloping hill off the field here at Fort Reno. Here is Rosario. We'll let that one go by.
So with the four batters with the highest number of plate appearances, the lowest ops is 908 on this team, and the other three are well above that.
Rosario will pop that one foul and out of play on the right side as well. Windshield repair crews may be called in as balls continue to go down that right field line.
And then if you look at slugging percentage, Rosario's over 1,000. The only two other players on the team are over 1,000 with a lot fewer at bats. They don't have as many. Coble and Berry are both over 1,000 for slugging. And that's just a sign they can come in and be productive.
Fouled straight back and get a crowd scattering on that one. Mitch, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor and tell folks about the line on Global. You just mentioned Global, rather.
And
Coble, excuse me. Chopper down left field line.
So he's come in for 18 plate appearances, batting over 900, so he's probably come into some of the conference games, but definitely just taking hard swings and very productive.
And tip of the cap, it's going to be strike three.
2 down.
2-away here. He has taken full advantage, Coble has, of his opportunities. And
that's how you work your way up to the team.
Absolutely, we may not see him today, but for those who were able to tune into Wilson Live yesterday, you got a sense of what he means to folks here and to his teammates. That's back up the middle. Rivera's going to have a single.
His team forgets to fall asleep after 2 outs.
Absolutely.
There's no bedtime.
2 away, and we've seen that already in this game. We've seen it before in other games this year. Gerson, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
And if I'm a pitcher, I got to get 3 outs because this team has to keep going.
Gerson hits it hard to center field off the fence. And that is at least a double. He'll stand in for a double. Here'll come Rivera. He'll be a play to play, but it won't be in time. And Gerson will hit a bomb to center field. Folks, that was middle of the fence as a almost dead center field.
Again,
what a shot.
Pitcher gets 2 quick outs, and then the Tigers bats wake up.
Absolutely.
And that's the toughest thing about playing this team. 2 back-to-back pitches, and all of a sudden you've got a run scoring with 2 outs, 10-1.
So Tigers entered double-digit territory. They did it yesterday. They've done it a lot here late in the season. As these bats have absolutely been on fire. And We got two.
They've scored runs in 4 out of 6 chances. 4 out of 6 innings. Okay. It's just a recurring theme here.
Here's Kyle Lexus. He'll let that go by, and ball number 1 with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Tigers lead 10-1. That's going to be outside, ball 2.
Davis is over 60 pitches in relief right now.
Kyle take a cut.
You like that pitch.
He really did. And we know why, right? I mean, that was the pitch that he smashed for a grand slam. He's not going to chase that one, and we're going to go to 3-1. It's going to be a walk. So Lexus and Gerson is going to scamper down to third base on the pass ball.
You know, after the grand slam, Kai has earned 2 walks. You know, you got that one pitch he liked, and since then, just watch him carefully.
We're going to get a mound visit here, and we're going to take a break. Discussion at the mound ends, and Gerson will take a lead down at third. And they'll give Kai second base. They certainly don't want to allow Gerson to come scampering in. And now we got time called.
Not sure what the chat was
A
about.
discussion down at first, Eaton in the first base umpire, and now we'll move back. Davis at the mound here, and Rosario will watch that one go by.
The runners moving around can certainly get to the pitcher's head after a while.
Absolutely.
It can be distracting.
Let's go, Tim! Let's go, Tim! Here we go, Tim!
That's going to be outside and runs past the catcher.
You don't have a heart! He can't make 6! Oh my God!
It's in there for a strike. That's going to be fouled straight back.
2 outs, bottom 6, runners on second and third, 10-1 ball game, Tigers leading.
2-2 the count to Rosario. 2 outs here in this 6th inning. That's going to be inside, and going to run the count full.
this is the last out for Wilson unless St. Albans scores 9. But no sign of letting up.
No sign at all. Call third strike.
Some in the peanut gallery thought that might have been a little bit low, but our opinion doesn't count.
So we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. Tigers
Final
10. Tigers 10. Bulldogs 1.
Final 3 outs for St. Albans to pick up at least 9.
And Loomis is coming back out. We're going to take 10 seconds here and be right back with you. Alexander will shoot it down to second as we return to our coverage of this semifinal game in the 2022 DCSAA Championship Tournament. Tigers lead 10-1. And Loomis will stay on the mound. We have no defensive changes. Looks like these folks are going to try to finish this one up.
Here we go, Jackson. Wait, they said that hit.
So we get a hit by pitch, and some conversation here around this hit by pitch. I saw Alexander talking to the ump about it, and now they're going to talk a little bit more about it. Runner's going to stay at first. All right, so we're going to get back to action here with runner first. Bulldogs down by 9. And he'll hit Eaton as well, and now the Bulldogs will have runners at first and second.
Let's lock in, buddy.
All right, so let's catch you up. We've got 2 batters hit by pitch. No outs. Loomis is going to reset here, and we'll see what runners do on the base paths. Ball 1.
Tigers willing to trade a lot of base runners for just getting these 3 outs.
Yes, absolutely. Two and 0. Tigers own a 9-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. That's going to be a chopper to Alexis, who'll range over and go to second for 1 out. And smart play. Kind of play you want to make when you're up by 9. Just collecting outs here. That's out number 1. Alexander will come out and set up his defense.
You get an occasional out here and there, and you're still in a good place.
Runners at first and third. Slight lead.
And I got to believe if they pull a double steal that Alexander will throw to second and get the out.
I think you're right. Notice will curl that in there for strike 1. Minimal leads here. Oh yeah! Alexander's gonna throw him out at second base. Ball bounced off his chest. He quickly picked it up and threw him out. For out number 2.
Was I okay with the prediction that no matter what, throw? The ball bounced in front of Alexander, and he kept it in front of him and calmly threw to second, got him by a step and a half.
Wander made the call. Alexander made the play. That's going to be in there for a strike.
Down to 1 out here, need 9 runs to continue this ball game.
Oh my God!
Stop by Alexander.
Loomis,
Evens a count at 2 and 2.
Loomis a bit over 30 pitches right now. Did manage to hit 2 batters right in a row, but also 2 quick outs.
2 and 2 the count. That's going upstairs, and Alexander will step up for it and run the count. Full at 3 and 2. When this will look in, payoff pitch. Pitch looked good to us, but was perhaps just outside.
Yeah, we really can't see the inside outside that clearly.
So that'll send a Bulldog down to first base, and we
Chance
got
that runner runs from first to second, and anything other than a hit, I think is 0.
I think you're right. The Bulldogs will have a runner at third looking in and trying to pick up whatever he can. That's going to be in there for a strike. Loomis settled in here in this inning after putting 2 on with clunks. And that'll be off the catcher's shoulder. Strike 2.
Umpire takes a close look at the ball.
Yep.
Walks out to say hello to the pitcher. No idea what he said.
It made Loomis smile, and you like to see that. The reliever who's feeling pretty good about a bounce back here and as this inning has progressed. Let's see what happens here. Bulldogs at first and second. Tigers up by 9. 0-2 the count. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. That is going to be hit hard out to left field. And caught! And caught! By Luca, come on! And the Tigers have won this semifinal game against the St. Albans Bulldogs. They're going to advance, Mitch, to the championship.
Absolutely. Wilson, 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors. St. Albans Bulldogs. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. I'd say the play of the day would be the Lexus Grand Slam.
Lexus Grand Slam.
Possibly Alexander with getting the runner at third. Numerous other good plays, but those are the two that stick out.
Pitching performance from Lexus and Loomis, solid.
Lexus 4 2/3, 1 run earned, and 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Loomis 2 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and 2 pitchers for St. Albans.
The beginning was the 3rd inning when Kyle Lexus stepped up with bases loaded and drove a ball oppo for a grand slam home run. And Mitch, that really turned this thing completely upside down for St. Albans.
Yeah, I think when you got a pitcher that steps up for himself and puts the bat on the ball, sends it, no doubt, over the field, outfield fence, grand slam, that did it. We won't find out who we're going to play until I believe that game's Friday. Interestingly enough, with a championship on Sunday and a lot of rain scheduled, I have no idea what's going to happen, but stay tuned.
No matter, we know that the Tigers will be there, and it may have seemed improbable a little bit earlier this season when they were something like 0-8 against non-conference opponents. They have turned this thing around, and a tip of the cap to his coaches and players who did not lose any faith in themselves.
But just like college level ball, those non-conference games don't count, and some teams relish playing the top teams around, and that's something the Tigers have done.
Well,
win or lose, top teams.
It makes you better, right? In the long run, it makes you better.
Hey, we're going to sign off here. Hopefully we will see you on Sunday. On behalf of Mitch Wander and Chuck Alexander, have a great baseball day.
Hey, thanks, guys.